These rhinos have some centipedes in a melee lock, though, so these ones might actually get some kills in. An Apocryton died. Oh, that's huge. Can you call an insult to faction? Let's call these guys. I wish that did more too. Hurl some epithets into the microphone and disconnects. That's all you can really do. Do you think that's what the children are doing on... Yeah, we talked about that before, that the children are doing like the Bart Simpson thing. They're calling factions. Rated because a kid got access to a powered comms console. They show up. The reason they're here. Fell for a Bofa joke. Got upset. Your kid said his dad could beat up my kid's dad, so now we're here. Anyone here? I got a call for butts. See more butts? Son, why are all these raiders here? I'm sorry, Dad. I called them and I asked their faction leader if he had ligma. Well, you would be in trouble if it wasn't hilarious. Just know that all this murder is because of you, son. Thanks, Dad. This weapon bears an image of Bidness Goat inscribing his name on a minigun while covered in grime. Wow, so meta. Tin Thatchers marvel at the device. This illustration relates to Goat completing the work on the minigun. So it's just Goat all the way down. It's Goat inscribing his name on a minigun. And in that one, he's inscribing his name in a minigun. Just Goats all the way down. I did this. I made it, and everyone's going to know that I made it. Will breachers blow their own way into your base if there's a large enough opening? It depends on where they spawn and where they're coming from. So what breachers are trying to do is when a breacher spawns, they are trying to blast their way from where they spawn to a colonist, or I should just say a sleeping spot, an assignable sleeping spot or an assigned sleeping spot or bed. And they'll do that from where they spawn at. There's two kinds of breach raids, not as far as factions, but there's a smart breach and there's normal breach. Smart breach will try to avoid turret line of sight. They'll try to avoid traps and stuff, just like sappers do. And the other one will just kind of blow a straight line towards there. Now, they will blow through like tons of stuff. But let's say you have like a breacher spawn here and you fill all this in with plasteel, then usually they'll go around it. But the amount you have to do is just absolutely insane, and it's still not a guarantee. So basically wherever they spawn, they're trying to get a path through there. Now, having said that, if you're in a mountain like this, one thing that getting the 5 wide did, because that's how the breachers blast through, is it makes them not really create their own path as far as this section goes. So once they get up here, they start blowing their way through so they get to the beds. But this one has come in. So it's a little bit different with the mountain. That's just because it already has all this thick space, you know? You don't have to build that. Building that would be god-awful. What about if you fill the map with meteorites? Oh, man, that was so terrible. We were talking about Winston Waves earlier. So Winston Waves had an event where while a raid was there, it would rain meteorites of stone on the entire map the entire time the raid was there. And so we had a double... well, more than double of normal games raid points of breachers, a mech breacher. And while that was happening, the entire time, the meteors were falling. And the mechs were trying to destroy the meteors to get to the base. And they literally couldn't do it. Meteors fell so quickly that the breach raid just stayed on the map for like, I think it was like 2 seasons. I ended up having to turn off meteor storms in the Winston Waves settings in order to actually continue the game. So that was a real friggin' pain. And what was weird is they would like blast their way through the meteors and they'd get to like here, and then meteors would fall behind them and they were like, no, I think friggin' not. And they would backtrack and go back and start blowing those ones up. All right, let's auto load that. Animal disease, the flu. Get that pig out of here. All right, man, get that pig out of here. A dame. All right, the pig has been returned. So I think it said we were at what? Dame rank. So let's take a look at that. We're at 21. So we just made it to Dame. Dame allows you to trade with the Empire, call in Empire traders and actually trade with them. Allows you to go to the Empire bases and trade with them. We need about 44 more honor. From these 2 mech clusters, we're gonna get 10, 20. And then each of the prisoners give what? 3? So if all those stay alive, we got 9 there. So 29. And let's just say around 20 of gold. I think we can almost get there. Almost get there. Make a troll video where you say it depends without actually explaining anything. Oh god. RimWorld guides in a nutshell. And then I just keep asking hard RimWorld questions, but I don't give the answer, but I just literally say it depends. That would get me some hate for sure. People have been asking me, Adam, what's the best mech for Mechanitor? Well, it depends. A lot of people have been asking, like, what's the best way to go about getting genes? Well, that depends too. And which gun you should use and which gun's the best? Well, that depends. All right, thank you for watching my guide. Make sure you visit my stream, and that just goes into the closing and stuff like that. Why does it depend? In short, it depends. We're waiting on the Royal Collector, and I'm kind of worried that the Collector is going to come in this way. So if the next set of raids that are about to happen doesn't end up being something that helps us with this, then I'm just going to pull this and fight it so that we have a path for the Collector to come up through. Dug too deep. Immature Dryad revenge. I'm sorry, Dryad. You were caught in the crossfire. It was my fault. Now you're dead. Shelter for an aristocrat. For 3 honor. 21 days. All right, we'll do it. Imagine if Lumberjack dies. Schedule. Let's keep you in the walls. This is the same one that visited us already. I think it is, right? Yeah. Yeah. They're also ascetic, so they don't need this bed. Ah, friggin' great, guys. What are you even doing? Why do you have that? Christ. I'm gonna strip that guy. He farted. We're hoping for like a big tribal raid. That's my real wish, is that the next raid is a big tribal raid. Barring that, maybe like a giant manhunter. I don't know if a manhunter can take all this out. Like even like 50 elephants probably couldn't. Any gold scans nearby? No. Wow, look at all this. You know what? That's actually probably one of the best art pieces on a weapon. Honestly, I think I would want this one. Like, all right, let's weigh this here. This masterwork weapon has an engraving of an oak tree. You can think of all the like branches and leaves, maybe even roots and stuff wrapped around the weapon. So you have that on one hand. And then on the other hand, you have like someone having surgery with 44 dentists in the background and 6 triangles. And nearby there's 8 llamas and it represents sadness. I think I'm going to go with the oak tree when I'm picking out my masterwork weapon, to be honest. What's going on with this floor child? This floor baby is not able to move because they're so addicted to alcohol. Sorry, floor baby. Well, they'll eventually get over it. A siege. Well, that's not quite what I wanted. But still could be good for us. Still could be good for us. Wait, won't they also siege the mech cluster? But we have some things that aren't roofed now, so I should probably just hit them. Yeah, they will siege the mech cluster, but it's not necessarily a guarantee. It's a pig siege. We're actually working on allying those pigs also. What if we ally them right now while they're here with a siege? We actually are getting kind of lower on beer. Let's not do it. Unless this is enough. I'm actually really curious what that's going to do. I'm going to take the risk and not even shoot them. Hold fire. We're about to ally you. Let's see what that does. Spoken like a true dwarf. We're getting kind of low with 312. That's right, pigs. Take your time. Take your time. All right. This will definitely do it. Here we go. All right. You see all these enemies? All right, we're out. See ya. So that's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. You could use that to your advantage. We could now make an enemy out of them again, and then we could get enough drop pods to re-ally them. And every time they come in to attack us, we just re-ally them. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. You can tell when I get to raid cap, right? So I'm really careful about wealth, and then when we get to the point where I can really defend what I think is close to raid cap, then I just don't care and I just start pushing wealth. So you can see, like, very cautious. Look how low we are in wealth. We're just low on wealth. We're staying in the 20,000 range for like 2 years. And we go up and we go up. And then I hit raid cap. And it just zooms straight up. Very exponential growth. We're over 400,000 now. So now I can actually call the pig people to come in and fight the mech cluster. They'll die. But I have them come in and fight the mech cluster. And then they'll die and they'll get unhappy with us. And then we just ally them again. Aesthetic has impressive bedroom. Here, I can fix that for you. Wait, do we have an unassigned bed out here? These are also impressive, though. Let's throw them... Oh my god, all of our rooms are too impressive. That would be outside, so they get upset by that. Wow, first world dwarf problems. All of our rooms are impressive. Even our kill area. Wait, I found one! Here, I'll even make you a bed. Don't make it too impressive, though. Make him sleep in the mushroom fields. There you go. Stop your griping. Have I come close to being beaten on this one? There was a couple scary moments, yeah. There's a couple scary moments. We had an early breach get through a weird place in here. We had another one here. We had the drop pod in the back, which I wasn't too worried about. We had some wasters get through before we had the toxic, the detoxify kidneys and get everyone into extreme toxicity and get on top of us. We actually had a grenade get thrown in the middle of the kill box. I didn't kill them in time. So there's been a few moments that I was like a little worried about. We had someone aim at us with a triple rocket from here. We had someone aim at us, at everyone with a doomsday. I think it was a doomsday. Earlier today, either a doomsday or a triple was standing here, and I had everyone grouped. So if that had gotten shot, if we hadn't killed him in time, then the run just ends. So there's been a few scary moments, but it hasn't been too bad. Your initial base planning always pretty much starts with a plan of 13 by 13 structures. Yeah, that's what I usually do. And people get onto my case about it a little bit sometimes because I build pretty similarly almost every run. But like, once I get all my like 13 by 13 buildings, whatever, the next thing is I just make a bigger square that covers the range of whatever weapons I have outside of that. So just a bunch of 13 by 13 squares divided up into whatever else I need. And then a big outer wall. I just use only one specialist for a melee only run. Would it be production specialist? Yes. Melee specialist is not very good. I'm actually kind of disappointed. Shooting specialist is so good, and melee specialist is kind of meh, to be honest. So if I were choosing only one specialist for a new melee run, production specialist would probably be what I would go for, yeah. I guess depending on the type of run. If I'm doing low wealth, I wouldn't go production. But if I'm trying to get like, you know, really good armor, I'm trying bigger raids, bigger base, then yeah, production specialist is what I would get. Animal specialist could be good if you do the melee run like I did. So I did a melee run on 500% no pause, and I used elephants. I used elephants extensively. So if you're going that route, then animal specialist would be good. What do you have to say about the dwarves, Granny?
I guess the tips work either way.
Is that some kind of weird sexual joke, Granny? Does this have something to do with like size doesn't matter or something? You know what? It's better not to ask Granny questions. I think melee run would be easier now, yeah. With ideology and biotech, I think it would be easier now. With genes specifically. I think another melee only would be a fun one to do, even though it wouldn't be as challenging as it used to be, just to see how crazy we can make a melee colony. Like, let's go max raid size in a melee colony and see what happens with everything. Stupidest genes we can get. Cataphract armor. Like friggin' mono swords on everyone or something. Jump packs on everyone. 50 tough, nimble brawler. No, that's going beyond, but you get the idea. Jumping in. Physically beating anyone who disagrees with us. Yeah, I think it might be a fun one to revisit. It would also be a good example of just how stupidly OP we can get genes, you know? Maybe I haven't done one of these in a while. The last two we did turned out boring. Hey, who are you leaving the party early? Tacoma Kin, the Vat Dwarf. Oh my, not Lumberjack. If Lumberjack died in a social fight, I would uninstall RimWorld. No. Sloth made fun of Lumberjack's clothing choice. You're all wearing the same thing. You are wearing identical clothes. What a hypocrite. Nice clothes, idiot. You're wearing the exact same. Where'd you get those? Get them from Goodwill? Get them from your great grandpa? You're wearing the same. I'm just getting a social fight. Floor baby. Uh-oh. Floor baby's not gonna turn out well because they've been drunk most of their life. They've been in a drunken... Oh my god, I'm just kidding. Great memory, tough. Don't worry about it. Doesn't get any more passions, but who needs passions when you're tough? Floor baby, can you get over your alcohol addiction? Please. How did the floor baby get an alcohol addiction? Because I didn't realize they weren't a dwarf. And so as soon as they came out of the vat at 3 years old, I was like, here's your daily beer. And apparently a beer a day on a 3-year-old will cause them to get addicted. These guys are gathering around where we built those doors. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. An architect arm. All right, I'll take that. Architect leg, sure. Sure. Use that kidney money. No! Man, I literally just built the mortars to take care of it before they got here. I need those traders or else I can't do the ending we're trying to do. On average, they only come once a year also. Oh my god. Oh my... I don't think he was that damaged till his friend threw a grenade on him. Don't worry, Zach. I'll save you. Rolls a grenade onto his friend. Well, I mean, we know the Royal Tribute Collector is not going to come for basically another year. Oh, that sucks. So we're going to have to get it through quests, I suppose. Man, that sucks. I just built these to do that, to pull those in. Might as well leave them. Yeah, might as well leave them now. Since the Royal Tribute Collectors won't be back for a while. It sucks, though. Been waiting all this stream for them to show up. And I was like, we probably have time. Set on another tile, leave them empty. Will they randomly show up? I don't know. Does each map have its own cooldown on tribute collectors? I don't know. If they did, we could use that. We're going to start starving to death because of this cold. I think I got to kill them just because it's making our food not grow. Okay, so in this one, we are going to clear all, have EMP shells. These ones, high explosive shell only. Dwarf, you got top tier. Good going, Dwarf. Steadfast it is. Hey, look, floor baby's over there. Crippling alcohol addiction. Do certain pods make mortars more accurate? Yes, mortars now take into consideration shooting. So above 8 skill shooting, they do, yep. All right, so I need to shoot the EMP first. Okay, then the other ones. Hopefully that order was good. Let me hold fire. EMP hit first. Nice. Okay. Reload. Okay. EMP first. Next set. You still want to get there. All right, that's the main thing we need to do, so you guys can go eat now. The weather device is what we really cared about, so that's gone. So our food supply will start coming in again. Oh, look, now we get the friendlies. That's so weird. Someone just asked if friendlies can help you on their own. And then here we go. Where were they like 2 days ago? Oh my god, I've got so much going on right now.
Praise the sub.
We got infestation happening. We got those mechs coming. We got friendlies down there attacking the clusters, which is going to pull them.
Welcome back.
Where were you guys yesterday?
Loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Now, are they going to win? That's the question. How many are left? 67 friendlies versus 5 Apocrytons and a giant mech cluster. All right, let's watch some of this box art here. Plenty of time to get a drink now. They brought pop packs, which is very nice. Very nice. Oh, they got some resurrect charges in. Oh, we lost some reputation because this is our fault. This is our fault. Oh, nice low shield. Just get everyone in the low shield now. Or, you know what, Felicity? Just run into all the shooting. That seems like a good plan. Throw down your low shield to absorb all the shots, and then just run out of it. The Apocrytons have now used all their charges. 7 blaster centipedes, 4 burners, and how many miniguns? Hey, look at these guys. Ah, crap. We don't have a door open. What's wrong with you, Lilith? Wait. Did she end up getting a brain scar? Is that what I... Oh, my God. She got that at that base, I think. The base attack. Maybe we make a biosculptor for her and throw her in there. Guess we can do that. I didn't realize that she had that, though. She's had that for quite a while now, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to do a regen cycle on her. A vampire? No. We say that we weren't doing any vampires this playthrough because dwarves don't want to be vampires. We're mostly honorable dwarves. That's elf stuff. Drink blood? Never. Just beer for us, please. That's my favorite wall. Leave it alone. Oh, it was so weak, it didn't even need the MP. But the blood has high alcohol content. So the bags of hemogen have a proof number on the outside of it. All right, bio regeneration cycle for Lilith. It takes Glitter World these days. I haven't done a biogen cycle since we did our transhumanist run. I forgot they changed a bunch of it. I don't have any medicine for you, Lilith. So we need to get 2 Glitter Worlds. All right. We're using the minigun tunnel yet. It's all set up and ready. The next mech breach that we get, I'll be using the minigun tunnel. Yeah, it's just sitting there waiting. Floor Baby's addicted to alcohol again. I didn't change him. It's fine, Floor Baby. Enjoy your life. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. Can I give Floor Baby a wooden foot? Excuse me. People don't get real body parts. People don't get their body parts replaced until they turn 13. Haven't you met Mortar Baby? You can have your foot privileges back when you're 13. Why are the 2 turrets at the entrance unpowered? So this causes collision. This one is for breacher bait. So basically we have found out that if there is a close by pathable turret and breachers get near it, what they will do is the actual non-breachers will break off to go try to destroy the turret. Works in most cases. No, you don't want this connected. The one that causes the collision, you don't want this one connected power. The whole reason I have a dead wire there is because otherwise it would just automatically connect to this, so I just have it unpowered. This one we actually want to activate when there's a breacher. And so why I have this set up is like if we have a breacher attack, then I come here and I hit reconnect, it turns the turret back on. Now it works for breachers. We're actually drinking more beer than what we're producing for the first time. Sorry, Devil Strand. We're going to switch you over to beer production for a little bit. Guess we'll do this. The mushroom reserves are pretty low. Pretty low. Caravans being harassed by 37... Oh, God. That might have been slightly overkill. Let's take some of these guys out of here. All right, that was still way overkill. Let's just have 1 person. All right, 37 manhunting rhino. Vanometric power cell. Look at that. 36 mushrooms. Oh boy, I have to turn this hallway back. There we go. Rhinos versus mechs. All right, I've got 37 rhinos. They already have collision, unfortunately. There's a lot of fire here. A lot of fire. That's the problem. Rhinos do not, in RimWorld, go and stomp out fire. Instead, they just run around like crazy on fire. So, oh, look at that. The mechs using some of the dropped explosives from the previous raid against the rhinos. These rhinos have some centipedes in a melee lock, though, so these ones might actually get some kills in. An Apocryton died. Oh, that's huge. The mechs are stunned. The rhinos gain ground. I don't think they're going to win still, but that was huge for the rhinos. That one's still stunned. Imagine if I went and used the mortar just to throw EMP down here for them. The rhinos are making ground, though. If it wasn't for that fire, I think they would win. Oh. Woo, another Apocryton down. The rhinos have stunned all the mechs again. We're going to get this other Apocryton. And this one. The rain is coming in to help the rhinos. There's not a lot left. But with the stuns from the Apocryton, they might pull out victory. Not quite. They did excellent, though. They did excellent. There's only about 5 or 6 rhinos left up, unfortunately. Way to go, rhinos. They might actually finish this cluster down here, aside from the... Hey, look, there's the nanostructuring chip that we need. We don't really need it anymore, but... Yeah, those rhinos did some serious work. They killed 3 Apocryton. What's the red pulse? So when a Apocryton dies, that extends from them and stuns the mechs. All right. Well, not much left of that now. Wonder what you can add to a pawn to make them a monster melee. Tough, robust, blood clotting, super fast healing, cataphract armor, cataphract helmet, mono sword, go juice, nimble, brawler. Tough, nimble brawler with all that other stuff. Yeah, might as well get some. Yeah, might as well give him some Luciferium. His armor will probably give him strong melee as well. His armor will probably break before he does. Like, get him all bionic Archotech arms. Give him the invisibility Psycast. Cloaks himself and he just appears in the midst of them like a friggin' predator. So it isn't a battery. So the Vanometric power cell. I should go ahead and close it in, honestly. The Vanometric power cell is one of 3 super rare vanilla game structures, Architect structures. And this just gives you 1,000 watts of power forever. Just forever. You don't have to do anything. It doesn't take any upkeep. Now, the reason I close it in is because it can be the target of breakdowns. So you can have a breakdown and someone be like, I'm going to go destroy that friggin' power cell. And that would be unfortunate. I still don't know why. So this song has a part of it where they vocalize, yeah, yo. That's how they, yeah, yo. Right? So I say that about the song. I still have, like, every other day someone on YouTube correcting me and letting me know, you should watch Scarface. It's pronounced yeah. I've watched Scarface like a dozen times or more in my life. I know that's how yayo is pronounced in movies and in drug culture. I'm pronouncing it like this friggin' song. I got another one of those like yesterday. The guy who gave me like a paragraph to explain like the origin of yayo and how I'm saying it wrong. And I'm like, that's because I'm not saying yayo on purpose. If I'm talking about the Scarface, I'll pronounce it that way. That's not how my drug dealer says it. It's in a world where we have Aprimary and Septober, pronunciation might have evolved since Scarface. A little bit. No, I know sometimes those people mean well. Like that one was trying to like point it out like, hey, just so you know, it's not pronounced how you pronounce it. So that's fine, whatever. And I tell them why I pronounce it that way. But sometimes I get people that are like very mean about it.
Welcome back.
I know how to pronounce etc. and it's not etc. It's a socio-economic regional thing. Do you think everyone that corrects things like that on the internet, when they hear someone out in real life that grew up and pronounces ask as axe, goes up to them and be like, hey, just so you know, lady in the line at McDonald's, it's not axe, it's ask. No, of course not. There's like entire lectures on why axe and ask are both actually fine and normal to use. You say tomato, I say tomater. Tomato, tomato, tomater. Or just mater. Potatoes. You mean taters? Taters and maters? You want some of them French fried taters? The audacity.